everyone, Spencer Jones here with another episode of the Jonesin 4 Show, the show that is here and designed to help you live your life to the max. And guess what, folks? It's that time of year again. The holidays are here. Yeah, that's right? Thanksgiving is going to be here shortly. We have Christmas, New Year's, and whatever other celebrations and holidays you celebrate, it's here. And with the holidays comes stress. Yeah, that's right, stress. Oh, man, I have to see that family member. Oh, gosh, why can't my team play the right way of football? Or why can't they do this? Oh, I don't want to see my in-laws. Oh, man. Stress. It's everywhere, right? We see stress throughout the year, right? It's always there, and especially in 2020 here, it's been a crazy year with lots and lots and lots of stress. And now holidays, oh man, there's some joyous moments, some amazing moments. Man, there's a lot of stress, right? That cousin that you don't want to see, that aunt or uncle that you're like, oh man, they're just weird. I don't really want to see them. They always bring up this annoying subject and I can never get them to shut up about it. And it just adds stress. So let me offer you some tips to help you get through this holiday season. And not only get through it, because I don't want you just to get through it, because that's boring. That's not being intentional. That's just like, oh, I'm just going to coast through this. I'm just going to be blah. I want you to make this holiday season amazing. Yeah, I want you to make it awesome. So incredible that you get to enjoy tons of it, right? So let's do it. Okay. So holidays are here, things are happening, right? And the stress is starting to build. What can you do? Step one, or tip number one, breathe. Remember when you were a kid? Maybe it was just my parents, but I don't think so. When you got angry, right? You got frustrated, angry, something happened, and they told you just to stop and breathe. Yeah, I'm saying the same thing. Stop and breathe. Take those couple moments to breathe that frustration out, right? So instead of just responding like that, and all of a sudden you're just flipped on them and you're just giving them all the fire, instead of that, be kind. Be kind to them, be kind to yourself, because you don't need that negative energy at you, right? So as soon as that stressor starts happening, the person starts saying something to you, stop and breathe. Let that frustration out. Breathe in calm, breathe in peace, serenity, whatever you want to think of as you breathe in, and exhale the frustration, the anger, the stress that comes with it. And then, because, that's great. Cool. Yeah, Spencer, I breathed. Yay, now I'm all set. Well, it helps, right? But it's what you do with it, right? That helps. And so by breathing, you get your body to start calming down, and you help it reduce the physical aspects of stress, your heightened heart rate, your mind racing, right? It helps calm that stuff down, which is great. Then you also need to go, okay, how am I going to address this situation? And then you want to look at that situation, that moment, that stressful thing specifically, and see, how can I best get through this? How can I best deal with this? Is it avoiding that person? Is it taking it one step at a time? Oh, I need to do this, and then I got this, and then we're good, right? Following that step-by-step pattern. But you need to look at it and then decide what you need to do. And if you're doing that, as if you're stressed or pissed off or angry or whatever, you are not going to see those steps nearly as clearly as you would if you're calm. So first tip, stop and breathe. Another tip, avoid those situations if possible, right? So maybe there's, as I said earlier, right? Maybe there's aunt or uncle that you just cannot stand, right? Or this thing that you go to that you just can't stand it. And it just drives you batty, you get stressful, you get irritated, and it just trips your triggers. Well, avoid it. Avoid them, right? Just don't go. Because it's not good for your well-being if you go. Now, as I said that, know that sometimes you can't avoid it, right? You can't avoid those situations or people because you need to go. Maybe it's family and it's this family reunion that you need to go to or whatever, and you need to see him, right? You need to be there. Okay. Well, first of all, avoid contact if possible when you're there, right? Or at this event or at this thing, right? Minimize it. Find the positives in that situation, in that person. Look for the positives. If they're coming at you with negatives or this situation, let's say you have to go to this event and you're just like, oh, I really don't want to go to this event. Find the positives in it. Maybe it's people you get to see. Maybe it's a story you get to hear. Maybe you get out in fresh air. I don't know. But find the positives in that situation, right? So if you can find the positives out of it, you're going to look for those, and that's going to help get you through on a more positive note as opposed to being dragged down into the depths, right? So step one or tip one, breathe. Tip number two, avoid it if possible. Number three, every single day, find something you're grateful for. If you've listened to the Jonesin 4 show or watched the Jonesin 4 show for any length of time, for a couple of episodes, you have probably heard me talk about gratitudes. Gratitudes is huge, and I am so big on gratitudes because they could change your life. It could take a person from having this negative mindset, who's a negative Nancy all the time, to being someone who's positive Patsy. Is that a thing? I don't know. I think I made it up. Whatever. Right? To a person who's negative to be positive. Right? So make that shift. Make that happen. And how do you do that? By focusing on what you're grateful for. Looking for the positives in the day. Right? In that situation, which is kind of avoiding that step number two, avoiding that situation and looking for positives. Number three, grateful, right? What are you grateful for every single day? Write it down. Get a sheet of paper or get the Priorities of Practice journal on Amazon and write down what you're grateful for, right? And it could be, 2 things, 3 things would be the ideal. You go up to 5 things or more, right? Just write down things you're grateful for every single day. And then the more you focus on it, the more energy you focus and give to it, the more you will see, the more you'll experience, the more you'll have in your life. Now, does that happen overnight? No, it does not. So, what do? You do it every single day. It's a compound effect. You do it this day, and the next day, and then the next day you get a little more, and the next day a little more, and a little more, and then it builds and builds and builds, like you're building a snowman, right? And you got the snowball, and you start off with the snowball, you compact all the snow, and then you start rolling it in the snow to make your snowman, right? The more you roll in the snow, the bigger and bigger it gets. Same thing with going from negative to positivity, with being grateful, your gratefulness challenge, being grateful, whatever, you know what I mean, looking for positives, looking for the good things. It's the compound effect. It happens over time. So don't expect it just to flip a switch overnight. You need to keep doing it continuously to see it. And if you do, it is amazing. Okay. Tip number 4 to help you get through, and not just get through, but own and rock the holidays is be present. Be present. Now, not like you're giving yourself a present, you're wrapping yourself up in a cute little bow. No, you're being present in the sense of I am fully being here right now. I'm not thinking of what happened before. I'm not thinking about what I need to do later. I'm here right now. I'm here in the present. I'm not the past. I'm not in the future. I'm in the present, right? It makes me think of the movie Scrooged, right? With Bill Murray. Love that movie. One of my favorites. So good. Love it, love it, love it. Any case, with Scrooged, right? And if you know the story of Scrooge, right? Dickinson's story, right? Your past is whatever, right? You had this past and you have your future, but what really matters is today. The present. What are you doing today to make tomorrow better, right? Today. But the focus is the present tense. Not past, not future, present. So give yourself the present of being present. Being fully into whatever you are doing at that moment in time, and whatever you are in, wherever thing you are experiencing, be there, right? That means you're actively listening, you're actively participating, you're not on social media, you're not on your phone being distracted. You got rid of distractions and you're focusing on being there. Now, I personally think about this, especially for things like if you have kids and they have a musical or a production of some type, right? You're going there, maybe a church or worship service, or maybe you're just sitting by the fire and enjoying the fire by yourself or with a loved one, with your family, and you're just enjoying that. Maybe you're watching a movie. Awesome. Maybe you're going for a walk in the snow as the snow is falling down. Be present. And as you're present, enjoy those moments, right? Don't focus on things that you don't like or things that are good or bad, or you want to focus on things that are good. Focus on the good. Focus on the good. But don't focus on the bad things, especially like, oh, this person did this to me, because then you're focused on the past. Oh, I got this project coming up. No, that's focusing on the future, right? You want to focus on the present. I'm enjoying being here right now, right? With whatever's happening, with whoever I'm with, I'm enjoying this. So the fourth tip, be present. 5, share your energy with other people. Share your love, your passion with other people, right? Give them the presence of you, right? Of your energy. Share it with them. So how do you share your energy and passion with them? Well, invite them to do things, right? Or jump and join in whatever they're doing, maybe one of their passions, and you're giving your energy to that. You're inspiring, you're helping them, right? You're giving yourself of your energy, your time, your focus, all that to that person, to that group of people, right? Maybe you're volunteering at this place, and that's a great way, an awesome way, really, to help give your energy, your time, your talents to a greater cause, right? To whether it's one person helping out, maybe your son or daughter, maybe it's a cousin, maybe it's your in-laws, I don't care, right? Maybe it's a nonprofit, awesome, right? But give your time, your energy to other people. That can help you get the most out of the season, because once you start giving, it like heals the soul, right? It makes you feel whole inside. So those are 5 different ways to help you get through this holiday season. I know this is a shorter episode because I want you to take action on these things, on these tips. You deserve to have an amazing holiday season. So if you've been stressed in the past holidays before, or I should say like the negative and stressful situations outweigh the positives, focus on finding these, or not focus on finding, well, focus on finding, but focus on doing these things to make this holiday season incredible for you. You deserve to have an amazing season. Every season, every day should be amazing, but especially during the holidays, right? When stress, it seems to be mounting and getting worse and worse and worse because there's more and more things. Stop and breathe. Calm yourself. Avoid those bad situations if you can. Be present. Give yourself. And just love who you are, the people you're with, and the time you get here on earth. Folks, I know this episode's a little different, but I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you thought about this episode. Drop it in comments below. Feel free to write a review for us. I would love it if you did that. Give us a star rating, whatever you think we deserve. Hopefully, if I put what you think's right, and all that good stuff. I appreciate all of you. Make sure you hit subscribe. And folks, have an amazing day. Have an incredible week. Amazing holidays. And make sure you check back next week for our next episode where we get to help you live your life to the max. All right. Have a great day, and we will chat with y'all soon.